So, back with another video, folks. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to highlight a couple of crack squad each day. These guys spend a lot of time making videos to me, although I haven't watched many of them, I'll be honest, because it's predictable what they're going to say. I was thinking, yeah, they spend a lot of time making the video and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to highlight, do a reaction video to a few of them each day or so, and highlight their channel for them and give them a little bit of recognition. So uh, you know, I'll tell you, I've had a lot of fun doing the live stream, and it's been a hell of a lot more popular than I thought it ever would be. A lot of people really enjoy Hawkeye, and I think me and him will work something out where we do a regular show together. Because he's an interesting guy. I really like the guy too. I really appreciate everybody watching. I really appreciate all the support. You moderators, the the few of you that have been very dedicated and very loyal. I really appreciate you guys. I think you know that. And yeah, let's keep the ball rolling, and we'll do some fun, interesting stuff on this channel. But anyway, well, that being said, let's highlight a crack squad. Let's do a reaction video to a video from one of our friendly crack squad guys. Uh, let's do this guy first. Um,
PsychobabbleRapp, you're no better than anybody you talk about.
I would argue.
You've threatened people, said you know where women work.
Women? What? It was Power Stroke and Uncle Will. And why do you suppose that is? Why do you suppose I said something to Uncle Will? I want you to think long and hard. And Power Stroke, who just for some reason thinks it's all a big joke that he can avoid the unavoidable. And if he makes fun of me and laughs about it, then it's all good. What he did, doxing a bunch of women and yeah, we don't even need to even get into it any further, do we?
As if you were insinuating you were going to come see somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
Insinuating.
I wasn't gonna come see him. What I was gonna do, son, is embarrass him, humiliate him, and embarrass him the way he tried to humiliate me. Now I want you to pay attention, okay? Because you seem to be a little overinvested here. He made 3 videos back to back saying that he had proof that I was a 3-time registered sex offender and had been arrested for writing bad checks and didn't have $300 and my truck didn't run and had a bad transmission. Those were all untrue. And, calling someone a child sex predator is probably one of the most heinous things you can say about somebody. And for some reason, that's Crack Squad's go to insult. I don't know if it's because they got child sex on their mind all the time, but that is almost a given that they're going to insult somebody like that. But anyway, make no mistake, he made those videos, and that was my response to him making those videos. Now, maybe you could make a video telling me how you would respond to someone making a video like that about you. How would you respond to that since you're so interested in how I responded to
Threats. You're a narcissist.
it?
You're building your channel by bashing Upchurch when you used to be the biggest fan. I was watching you, dude.
What? I guess I don't know what to say because it, it's no secret at all. Yeah, yeah, I was a massive Upchurch fan, and I am just about ashamed of knowing that I helped build this person that now uses their celebrity power to go after people they don't like. It's an embarrassing thing. I'm ashamed of it. Uh, he's an incredible artist. He's an incredible songwriter. Very successful independent artist, and it just absolutely boggles my mind as to why he would lower himself um, to the point where he's going on channels that have 1,000 subscribers and just saying complete garbage and just doing just shit that just turns people off. Okay. Now, I know a handful of you low IQ crack squatters, you don't know right from wrong. So it doesn't bother you. You don't see anything wrong with it. But I want you to pay attention to me, son. I want you to pay attention. People that are smarter than you, okay, people that have an IQ higher than yours are offended by it. It's not something a celebrity should be doing. It's very irresponsible. It's very hurtful. And the shit he was doing made me puke in my mouth, you know, singling out just some random girl and saying some of the most heinous shit to his 2 million fans and to watch you guys go attack her relentlessly from the moment he uttered her name has been, yeah, very disturbing. And I got to admit, I was slightly caught up in that uh, before, but it never seemed sinister. It never seemed heinous like it did this time. And I think it was because this time he was on drugs and he was fucking believing the shit he was saying and he was fucking hallucinating. And, dude, you realize that um, he thought Ellen DeGeneres' girlfriend never wrecked her car and was burned 3/4 of her body. He thought that was all faked by the media. And simply because she sat up on the gurney, you see, they cut her out of the car. Okay, so she was driving erratically. She slid off the road into a yard, and some people had helped her get her car back on the road. And she took off again, driving like a lunatic. Two or three different doorbell cams caught her flying down the street, obviously going way too fast. And you could actually hear the crash happen. Car caught on fire. She was very badly burned. They cut her out of the car. They got her on a gurney. They're pushing her to the ambulance. And in excruciating pain, she sat up. And small-minded people or people on drugs thought that meant something other than what it did. You know, what it meant was she sat up because she was in pain. That's all there was to it, right? But when you're hallucinating on drugs, it turns into being something else. And he thought that that was all part of some big conspiracy because of all the links. And then he uh, he believed that Tony Dodge was planning to kidnap and gangbang Kylie Rodney. There was a lot more, but I'm just reminding you of these small highlights. But you go ahead. Let's hear some more about what a bad person I am.
Before anybody knew who you was,
Anybody who knew who
and
you
you was the
were,
biggest.
son, People been knowing who May was for a long time, buddy. Long time.
This Upchurch boss slurper, proud Creek Squad. You know, being a YouTuber, you deal with trolls.
Here we go again. Okay. I got to explain this again. There's a difference between being some knucklehead with a camera, okay, and being a celebrity with 3 million subscribers that a bunch of people look up to and believe everything you say and want to virtue signal to you and please you and get you to notice them. Okay, there is a difference, son, a massive one. You see, I could turn on my camera and say something irresponsible about some chick, and maybe one dude might go to her channel and say something stupid. But when Upchurch flips on his camera and says a bunch of irresponsible shit about a woman, about 3,000 crackheads go over there and start saying nasty shit. Big difference.
Being a YouTuber, you deal with having enemies. That's just a part of being a YouTuber. Why are you fighting so hard for anime is weird. She's old enough.
It's not, it doesn't have anything to do with the person. It has to do with the perpetrator, not the victim. It wouldn't matter who it was. It would not matter who it was, son. Could be you, could be your mom, could be your cousin, could be your sister, could be somebody you don't like, somebody you do like, could be anybody. It's the idea of a celebrity using their celebrity status to bully someone. It's an unfair fight right from the start. And I know you don't understand these things. They're over your head. I get that. Okay. You don't have the brain capacity to see the big picture like that. Okay. You have a very narrow point of view. I get that. It comes with, being book read and being smart, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, you are unable to look past the moment and realize how damaging it is for a celebrity to troll you.
Enough to be your granddaughter. And she's a grown ass woman.
Old enough to be my granddaughter. That's just weird sounding. And no, I'm not that old to have a 30-year-old grandchild or 35-year-old or whatever grandchild. No.
A military woman. She don't need you to speak for her.
Well, up church don't need you to speak for him, but look at you. You're sure speaking for him, ain't you?
She don't think you're cute because you're not. You're ugly as fuck.
Well, I would say maybe go over to my community page. I posted a couple pictures of my youth, and the ladies were quite receptive to it. You might want to go read some of those.
And not everybody that disagrees with you is crack squad drug addicts.
Anyone that thinks 3 YouTubers and the government and a girl in the army had anything to do with a little known child getting in a car accident. Anybody that thinks that it was anything other than just a common run of the mill auto accident, they think the government was involved in any way, that these YouTubers that Ryan Upchurch, out of 365 million people in the United States, Ryan Upchurch just happened to bump into the 3 people involved in this case on a true crime channel, and you knuckleheads just really believe that shit. You are dumb. You're either on drugs or you're really, really stupid. There's nothing else to be said. If you believe in a story as far fetched as that hallucination that Ryan Upchurch had, you're just incredibly stupid or you're on drugs. It's just, and I know once again, that's one of these things you can understand because you don't have the capacity to look forward. But trust me, anybody with an IQ above a 4 is looking at you guys going, holy fucking shit, they are some seriously stupid people. I'm sorry, but you, these things don't happen, son. Conspiracies like that aren't real. They don't happen. They see there has to be a motive. There would have to be a motive. Okay, why would have you ever? I don't even know if I should bother because I don't know. Just oh, let me think about it. Because I don't think you're going to understand it, even if I try to explain it like I'm explaining it to a toddler.
That's slander, dude. You
Okay, the slander. I'm willing to make a bet right now. Out of all the things that Ryan Upchurch said about Ronnie Jones, Ickadmel, Zanime, Callie, Kylie's parents, Zanime's mom, sister, aunt, niece, out of all the things he said about those people from his celebrity platform, I'll bet you never once went to his comments and accused him of slander. I'm willing to make that bet.
you do shit to people that you accuse Creek Squad of doing.
Not two people. No, no, no. Just two people. Son, you cannot grossly exaggerate something, then believe in your gross exaggeration. It hasn't been people. It was two people. Two people. Power Stroke, Uncle Will. That's it. So let's keep it real.
And you put everybody in Creek Squad all in the same category.
Only the ones that believe that a government conspiracy happened or three YouTubers went and done something to this girl that got in an accident. Only the people that believe that.
You was the biggest Creek Squatter in the world, dude. Like what you're doing, you're basically just building your channel off of speaking on Ryan, speaking on Kylie, speaking on all these other YouTubers. And when people rise up against you, how you doing, Queen Tasty? And they speak against you and they don't agree with you, then they're low IQ.
It's not a matter of them speaking up against me. It's a matter of them defending what Ryan did. That's what makes them low IQ. That's what makes you extremely low IQ. You're sitting here trying to defend what he did to a handful of innocent people. He fucked their lives up. He fucked their lives up. Wasn't cool. Not at all. I don't know why that's so hard, but this is what I mean about being low IQ because it's so simple for me to see that it's wrong. Why is it so hard for you to see that it's wrong for a celebrity with 3 million subscribers to turn on his camera and tell a bunch of his low IQ fans that some woman is guilty of something when he has no proof? It's terribly wrong to do. It's also wrong to accuse grieving a celebrity. You got to understand, son. It's the difference. Just some YouTuber dude shooting his mouth off, and a celebrity. Okay. How would you like to lose a child? Your child dies in a tragic auto accident. Or better yet, your child's missing. You don't know where your child is. And like everyone today, you turn to the internet looking for any clue you can find about where your child is. And you see some celebrity saying that you faked your missing child to get some fucking chump change from GoFundMe. Just amazes me how you can't see how that's wrong.
Toothless, brainless.
Well, if they don't have teeth in their head, I don't know. What are you supposed to say?
Simpleton, simps.
Well, you believe in a stupid fairy tale like the one Ryan Upchurch concocted. You're a simpleton.
You're an idiot. You're the biggest idiot on YouTube.
The person that says that's wrong is the idiot, and the person doing it's
PsychobabbleRapp. And who calls herself a psycho but wants to be taken serious?
See, this is another thing. This is what, and yeah, I'm not going to spend too much more time on this. You're too boring. You have Google. Use it. PsychobabbleRapp is a term. It's a word. It has a definition, a meaning. And I suggest you go look it up. It's not just some random thing where I'm calling myself a psycho and a rapper. It's got nothing to do with either. It's a word, son. It's a word in the dictionary. Go look it up. Hey.
Who calls herself a babbler who wants to be taken serious?
I don't call myself a babbler.
And who is a 60-something-year-old man who calls himself rap?
60-something?
I don't call myself rap.
Yeah.
White guy?
White.
Dude, I thought he was like a 20-year-old. I pictured
Hell
like a
no.
20-year-old black dude with dreads for some reason.
No.
No, it might be stereotyping, so call me out if you want, but he's seriously a 60-year-old white guy?
Yeah.
Because you know me, not that I get twined up with the YouTube drama, but
It's not drama. This guy's just an idiot. He put me front and center. The first guy showed my video of
Is
me
that
mentioning his name, going against him in Rob's car, on his showcase against Crack Squad the other.
Oh, I just realized that was you. Hey, if it makes you feel better, I want you to pay attention to me. I want you to listen. Okay. There was absolutely zero thought, premeditation, or planning of any kind that went into that montage. I threw that montage together while I was sitting here waiting the last few minutes to go live. I mean, I just started grabbing clips and throwing them in there. Boom, 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 boom. Not paying attention to anything. Just throwing them in there. There was no plan. There was no motivation. There was no thought process. It had nothing to do with you. I went into my mentions and started clicking them at random.
Other day. And he showed me twice.
Oh, 2 times?
So.
Oh, wait. I didn't think I had any repeat clips in that.
Dude, half of the subscriber number that you have at this point is because of Ryan. You should be thanking him. And ain't nobody gonna be taking Ryan to court.
Why would I listen? This is wait a minute. This ought to get good. This ought to get good. Ain't nobody gonna be taking Ryan to court. I think it's so adorable how you guys think that this 30-year-old is untouchable simply because he can write some songs that rhyme. Dude, there have been people way more popular than him taken off of YouTube and sued. You can't, he's not invincible, son. Ryan's not invincible. And he will be taken to court. He's in court right now. 3 different people have him in court right now. And it's not for no reason. It's for damn good reason. And he's going to be in court again for damn good reason.
And ain't nobody gonna be taking Brian to court from YouTube.
Listen to this stupid son of a bitch. You don't know nothing, dude. All right. Enough of him. You're boring. Ain't nobody gonna be. I love these guys that speak in absolutes and don't have don't even have a clue what they're talking about. Ain't even got sense enough to Google something before you speak on it. You know, you guys run your mouth about GoFundMe money constantly. And none of you have ever went and read the guidelines, read the laws applied to it. Why you can't just rip GoFundMe off. It's impossible. You cannot do it. Cannot be done. Not to say people haven't attempted, but no one's ever walked away from money that they were supposed to, that they got illegitimately. They got caught. Okay. And you can't fake a child's death to GoFundMe and get any money. It's not going to happen. Period. It's not doable. And so you guys ain't got sense enough to even go Google the guidelines of GoFundMe. Google who you guys still think the Rodneys set up this PayPal, and they didn't. They had nothing to do with it. Not a thing to do with it. It was done outside of their scope, and they even were pissed that the lady used Kylie's picture because they said, hey, if you want to raise money to help search for her, that's fine. But, you know, if that's the case, we want to know how the money's going to be allocated and all that. They weren't even included in it. They did not get one penny from GoFundMe, nor did they ever even attempt to. And the money was to help with the search of her. Now that is over, they can only do a few things with that money. They either have to donate it to Adventures with Purpose or return it. And this is the lady that set it up, not the Rodneys. They had nothing to do with it. Nothing. But yet you guys are still talking about it like that they would go through there. This many people would be involved in a conspiracy to get $60,000 fucking dollars. Jesus. And you wonder why you're called low IQ. And that's why right there. You take the time to make a video to preach to me about how saying, hey, I'm going to come slap the snot out of you. You don't take them fucking videos down accusing me of being a fucking child sex predator, buddy. And you grossly exaggerate and turn that into women. There was never any woman. That's you making something up, right? And then believing it. Because it was Uncle Will I said that to. And I meant it. And then you talk about me slander, but yet I'll bet you I cannot find one comment from you on Ryan Upchurch's page. Not one. What did he just do to Chase Matthews? I'd call that slander, wouldn't you? What did he do to Xaname? Would you call that slander? Because I would. What do you do to Callie? Would you call that slander? What do you do to Kylie's grandfather? who fucking begged him to quit. Would you call that slander? Huh? Yeah, thought so.